The wings of light of Iset are present above the crystal grid. The wings of light of Iset are present in this room. The heart of Iset is with the new earth. The light of Iset flows to all. You are all the children of the light, and I welcome you in this retreat, for your heart has felt the calling to come here, to open your heart, the wings of your heart, and find out that this is the only way that you can heal, that you can walk life on earth in an authentic way, in a way that is in line, in resonance with your spirit. Your spirit is light, yet you have experienced the conditioning, places, spaces where there is such absence of light. And when there is an absence of light, when you feel the darkness and the pain and the trauma of this world, then your soul walks a healing journey towards the light. But this takes so much courage. You all have so much courage. The courage that you have comes from your spirit that says, I have to find a way. I don't know why I'm following this calling, but I am seeking to understand myself. There are many ways that your spirit has taken you to this place. Maybe sometimes your spirit drags you to this journey of awakening through different promises. And you think, yes, I would like that, because your spirit has lured you in. And you did not know what this journey was about. You did not know this. It becomes evident for you after years, however long it takes for you to surrender. In the beginning, there is a desire, almost like, come and do this, because you may grow into something bigger and greater. And this bigger and greater becomes apparent when the part of you that wishes for the bigger and greater starts to become silent and starts to accept you as you are. And the way you are in this lifetime is also a choice at soul level. Your soul chose this way. Your soul said, from all that you are as the infinite spirit, from all the gifts that you could ever manifest, from all what you say faults you could ever manifest, your soul made, if you like, an inventory and said, I'm going to take this and this and this and create this personality that will fit in this lifetime. And your soul knew that for many years you would believe this story, this fairy tale, that you are this personality. And that you will manifest this personality and that you would be caught by this personality. Your soul was very aware of this. And your soul started to grow through the personality. And when your soul started to grow, you pulled in from your spirit items that were not there in the inventory. They were not there. You didn't even know you had them. Maybe your soul desired them in some way even. Or maybe you had no idea they were there. And your life starts to expand because awareness comes. And your life starts to contrast because awareness comes. When your life contracts, is because it becomes so much more focused and things fall away. Friendships fall away. Goals fall away. Desires fall away. Dreams fall away. Dreams that you held dear for many years and may no longer matter. Even the dream to awaken completely and become the enlightened self, even that dream can fall away because it is in the future and something brings you more into the now. It is the conditioning of the planet that says to you, you must awaken, you must become enlightened. This is what you need to do. And it's something so far away or so close. But it is not here. The only thing that is here, and it is very much present here, because you've called this here, is your wise, eternal self. Your world is in a state of transition. And you can be what you were today as you stood in the middle of that stone, the pillar of light. this pillar of light, this pillar of light that you became when you stood in the middle of the stone by yourself, was an activation for you to become more centered. You, at that point, were a pillar of light in many levels: the earthly realm, the underworld realm, the multidimensional realm, and the inner realm. This inner realm within you is where your power lies. And this inner realm has been inhabited by forces that do not belong to you, and your soul knew this. Your soul knew that when your body was being created and when your soul would come and occupy this first cell, this cell was empty and your soul expanded into it. That was the first time that you were fully in your body. And since then, there has been a leakage of energy. And since then, you have lifted gradually out of your home, of this earthly body. And you felt as if you were the alien, as if there was no belonging. And other forces that maybe you inherited or maybe you opened the door to, found a place within you. And these energy fields have not been helpful to you in the everyday world, but have been part of your experience. And your journey, your healing journey to awakening means that you start to shed, you start to stop leaking your life force energy, stop leaking your essence, but bringing it back into your body, empowering yourself to find so much love. Not for the outside, but for the inner self, and fill these cells with your essence. This body that you occupy has its own consciousness, and is part of your consciousness, of your enlightened consciousness that is within your body. And this body is showing you, is showing to your personality, this is what I am carrying. And the healing process will take you to all these places that are within you that need to heal, that need to become conscious, that you need to perceive. And that is why you have so much courage to extend love to every cell of this body. You can truly heal through love. This is what is missing in your world. When you go to a healer, when you go to a shaman, when you go to all these people, they call the spirits, the energies to come through them. What do you think they are channeling to you? They are channeling these energies with different names. What do you think these energies are? They are vibrations of love. When you go to a healer and you leave that room experiencing a shift, experiencing a change in any level, physical or emotional, or even in your mind, what do you think created that change? Love created that change. And the love that the healer is bringing to you when you receive such a healing comes from the spirits, comes from the universe, comes from the divine. And what are you but the spirit and the divine? You are capable of bringing to yourself and to this world the gift of healing, because you are beings of love, whether you can see it or not. This is who you are. And when you awake into the love that you are, all these desires, goals, programs, ideas, and beliefs, illnesses and troubles, worries and doubts will fall away, because love is not just this romantic notion. Love and wisdom are one, but wisdom without love is not possible. This is where so many in this path do not see that by just reading books and learning a method and populating their mind with wonderful concepts, beautiful as they may be, unless they awaken their heart through love, all that wisdom has no energy, and its potential is very limited. I come to invite you to allow yourselves to be loved by you, for this is the first step. In the books of awakening, this is the first chapter. And it is now time to really work with this chapter. And to open these pages that talk about acceptance, respect, care, so much care, and following the path that leads you back to yourself. What you did here, coming here, being here, going through the purifications, going through the rituals, going through the initiation, going through climbing the cairn, going through the patterns, going through the protection. What you have done this week and many others before it all relate to this first chapter. Self-love. And this chapter takes lifetimes to integrate. And after you read it many times, you realize there is no other chapter. Because when you truly understand self-love, you realize, you understand that you are in service to all as part of this self-love in a way that you could not possibly comprehend with your mind. But you start with yourself, with small. Why yourself? A small letter. And then you find at the end of the chapter, it is yourself with a capital letter. And that self is all encompassing, for there is no other. Everybody is you. Today, the giant said, we have to do this all together. We cannot leave anyone behind. and they all offered the energy to you. And you offered the energy back to them. You cannot leave anybody behind here too. You cannot even leave behind parts of you who you do not like. You are in everybody. And you know this when it becomes clear to you during these aha moments, when the consciousness sees something so clearly. And that is wisdom. That is not empty. But is an energy that radiates from you, that is then anchored in this earthly reality. And then others have a realization too, because you had one. And you have a realization too, because another had one. And this is the network of light that has been building and building for this new earth to come into fruition. This new earth is already here, or you are here, and you are spreading the light, even if you think, I'm not doing anything. You are, because you are the light. When you switch on the light, it just is. When you connect to yourself, you just are. The forces that try to stop you from glowing, they are the grinding sand for you to glow even more. This is one of the teachings that was brought to this week. This is a very advanced teaching, a very advanced group. And we, the enlightened ones, have such respect for you. There is no accident. You have been called here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for holding the space. Thank you so much. Thank you.